Well, folks, welcome. We're glad that you're here. It's just a couple minutes after 9. We're going to go ahead and continue to admit people as they come in. Um, you all are going to be on mute. If you'd like to ask a question, please do so using the chat room, the chat feature. That'd be great. If you're going to unmute yourself, that's fine as well. But we are recording this, and hopefully some of you who joined us on the first one found the blog site at beyondthebarndoor.wordpress.com, and we're able to utilize that information. So again, we are recording, and you all are on mute. But those of you who've taken our classroom experiences, our teacher training experiences, we typically call those our summer agricultural institutes, our summer ag institutes, and if you haven't taken them, you're in for a sampling of those this summer. But typically, you get 35 to 40 hours of classroom, and that classroom time is divided between actual in-class instructions where people give you tips and tricks and activities and lesson plans and resources and career engagement activities, and the other half is field trips. And as we started looking at what could we do to mimic this, we are going to take some field trips. They're virtual, just like everything else, not going to be the same. We are going to be working with a couple of folks from across the state for our weekly field trips, typically on Tuesdays for lessons, typically on Thursdays for our field trips. But we're glad that you're here and are with us. Natalie, I'm going to have you go ahead and unmute yourself, and we'll go ahead and get started. So and she's as savvy as anyone on this. Our host for our first field trip is Natalie Pratt, and she's from Lee County. And Natalie, as we let a couple more people in, let's just talk a little bit. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and your farm? Don't give away anything that's in your video, but tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Natalie Pratt. I'm 12 years old. I live on a small farm in northern Illinois. It's called Prairie Farms. It's pretty awesome to live on a farm. So like I see say in the video, we show you my
Oh, shoot. Unmute. Sorry. Stop talking, Natalie. Stop talking. When I let some people in, I muted you. I will stop doing that. Keep going. Unmute yourself and start again, Natalie. So we know you're 12 years old and you're from a small farm, and it's pretty cool. So
yeah, it is pretty cool. In my video, you'll see cattle on my mom's side of the family and my papa's farm, and we'll show you corn and beans on my dad's side, or on my dad's side of the farm, and we'll also show you a little bit about my popcorn patch. I also have a small business with my older brother called Bubba Bug Popcorn. We've been doing it for 7 years, and I'll talk a little bit about the business aspect of that in the video.
And Natalie, 12 years old, so you're going into what grade?
8th grade this year.
8th grade. You'll be an 8th grader at which school?
Amboy Junior High.
And how did you enjoy remote learning this spring?
It was okay. It was school. It's summer now, so everything's okay.
Well, I guess that's as honest as we can get from a to-be 8th grader, so we appreciate that. Some of the things, okay, so thousands of farmers across Illinois. Here's why I picked Natalie. One of the things that we wanted to do was to showcase a farm, and because primarily our teachers are that upper elementary grade level, I wanted to show you the farm perspective from a farm kid's choice. And one of the things Natalie spent part of the time doing to fill her spare time this spring was making her own announcements. Why don't you talk a little bit about the morning announcements, Natalie?
So from April to a little bit of May, all the month of April, I filmed and posted morning announcements for our Amboy Junior High and people kind of all across Illinois. Just a little bit of hope and joy and funniness to be all wrapped together so that everybody can have a good start to their morning. And I did it every single day of the week.
And she did everything from it's time to stand for the pledge to the word of the week, the word of the month, our character trait. They were great. It even gave us a preview of what was for lunch. So I saw those and was impressed by what she'd done and her creative ability. Her mom, Katie Pratt, is our ag literacy coordinator from Lee County. Yeah, there she is. So we'll talk to her a little bit. She might be giving some prompting behind the scenes. But Natalie, I don't know if you know this or not, but my connection to the Natalie Pratt family goes all the way back to your aunt. So your aunt was my intern way back, Stacy, way back in the day. So it's been really cool to see everything come full circle. So it looks like we're all in. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to share my screen. And we're going to start from our, from the video. Natalie prepared a video. And so as you see, this is actually from the blog site. So this is what it'll look up when it goes there. There will be the copy of the Zoom info here. But we've got our virtual field trip. So if you would sit back and relax for the next, looks like 10 minutes, Natalie's going to take a trip around Grand Prairie Farm. So join with us if you would. Sorry, we're going to figure out how to make this big. All right, so let's do this. I need to copy this and put it over here. I thought it would go big from here. It's not going to, so I need to go here. We'll share another screen. We're going to stop here. We're going to go back to share, stop sharing. Again, it worked really well when I started this the first time, but we'll go here and we'll go to share screen. And here it is now. And we're going to share this. We're going to make this big. Here we go. So can't hear her.
Hey, Kevin, the volume isn't working.
The volume is not working. All right. Stop sharing. Hold on. We'll see what we can do here. Share the screen. Stop sharing. I have to pause this. All right. So we're going to share this screen. Do share. Stephanie, can you hear it again? Nope.
No, I'm still not hearing it.
Nope. And when we practiced this on Tuesday, this worked like a charm. This worked like a charm. Okay. So let's see what we got here.
Kevin, this is Gracie.
Yeah, Gracie.
There should be a button when you click screen share before you start sharing to share with sound or share with computer audio. I think it's towards the bottom.
Share with computer sound. Gracie is a genius. Here I was thinking I was a tech person, and Gracie saves the day. Nice job. Let's try that. Here we go, folks. And now, of course, it's going to buffer. So.
Hi, I'm Natalie Pratt. I'm 12 years old, and I live on a small farm in northern Illinois. On our farm, we plant about 8,500 acres of seed corn, and soybeans. I also have 3 cows. They're my 4-H projects. Reese, Rex, and Rummy. On our farm, we farm with my dad's side of the family. We farm with my grandma, my grandpa, my Uncle Peter, and my Aunt Emily, plus my 3 cousins, Eleanor, Declan, and Archer, and my brother, Ethan. We're all the 8th generations of farmers for Grand Prairie Farms. Come on, let's go. Right behind me is one staple of our farm. It's our 3 big grain bins. So in these grain bins, we hold a bunch of corn, which we will also be talking about later. So with all that being said, welcome to Grand Prairie Farm. Location in a second, but for now, let's talk corn. This is an ear of corn. And this is a stalk of corn. Although it's kind of tiny, but by October, this stalk will be huge. And each one of these corn stalks will produce 1 ear of corn. And 1 ear of corn will be the gateway to many, many, many more products made of corn. Like 4,000 more products. So let's jump on over and check it out. Cool, I'm in the machine shed. Corn is really awesome. From this ear of corn, we get 3 basic things: corn syrup, corn oil, and corn starch. And in all of these, plus 4,000 more things, you can find those 3 basic things. Like shampoo, diapers, and toothpaste. Corn is also a renewable resource. So farmers can grow corn every single year, just like other crops. And we continually find new ways to use it, like more than 4,000 ways to use it. Oh yeah, I also forgot. Corn is also found in tires, small ones, and big ones. So right now I'm sitting on a tractor. Most tractors have tires, but this one is really, really heavy. Yeah, it's really, really heavy. So it has tracks. So tracks actually happen to help spread out the weight of a really heavy tractor so that the ground doesn't become too compact and little plants can't push its way through. Right now, I'm in my machine shed. So this is where we store all of our machines. Most of our machines and cool stuff is in the field right now, so it's kind of empty, but it's still pretty cool in here. So why don't we hop on inside the tractor and see what's inside this huge thing? So it's no space station, this tractor. Oh wait, it is a space station. This tractor actually has more lines of code in it than the space station that sent a man to the moon. Whoa! This tractor has 2 screens. This screen on the armrest controls your hydraulics and how fast you're going. You don't want to go over the speed limit. And there's a tiny screen right here. This screen controls your hydraulics and whatever your GPS and whatever you're pulling. So right now, this tractor is hooked up to a tillage machine. But a farmer's got to be kind of comfortable too while they're farming. So tractors are equipped with some pretty cool stuff that I bet the space station didn't have. We've got some shades you can pull down. We've got a nice radio, a buddy seat, my favorite seat in the tractor. And what's really cool, it's a secret. I shouldn't be showing you this. Tractors have a mini fridge, so you can have a little snack in there while you're farming. So that's enough about the tractor. Let's go hit the pasture. Whoa, where am I? Oh yeah, the pasture. Right now we're at the place where my mom grew up on. On their farm, they're full red tractor territory. They grow about 2,500 acres of corn and beans, but they also have cattle. Let's go find them. Let me throw a little bit of knowledge in your head about cows for a second. Not all cattle are cows. Whoa, right? So cows are females that have already had calves. Bulls are males that have already fathered calves. And a steer is a burger. What? It's true. Most of your burger and steak come from steers. Texas actually produces the most amount of beef in the U.S., making 13% of the U.S.'s beef. So I want to talk a little bit about the pasture ground. This is pasture ground. It is that because it's not good ground to plant any other crops on. It's either too sandy, too wet, too hilly, too many trees, but farmers still use the ground because farmers will use anything to provide for us. So farmers are pretty cool. So with that being said, let's hop on over to our popcorn patch. Welcome to my popcorn patch. So this is my popcorn patch. I'm 12 years old and I've been growing popcorn for about 7 years as a small business. Do that math. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's summer vacation. So in this really tiny patch of popcorn, we grow 3 different types of popcorn. The first type that we grow is white holus. So white holus popcorn is the kind of popcorn that you would find in microwavable bags, you know, covered in butter and salt. And it doesn't have a hole in it because holes are those little things that get stuck in your teeth, so it's kind of nice to not have those in your popcorn. The second type that we grow is a rainbow popcorn. So this is rainbow popcorn, and this is Indian corn. So the colors vary from ear to ear, but they're both beautiful little popcorns with great little kernel colors. But the only thing is, obviously, this one doesn't pop and this one does. Now, I gotta say, the last type of popcorn has to be my favorite. It's strawberry popcorn. So, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it doesn't taste like strawberry, sorry. It only looks like them with its little shape of a strawberry and its deep red kernels. So like I just talked about, this is my Bubba Bug popcorn patch. We've been doing this for 7, almost 8 years, and it's Bubba Bug popcorn because my brother is Bubba and I'm Natty Bug. My parents think they're so funny. So it's really cool, our popcorn patch. We've been doing it for a long time. I'm 12 and my brother's 15, and we started it when I was 5 and my brother was 7. So you can see right over here, look what we have a nice view of, my farm. So, some people ask me if I like living on a farm. I mean, I'm 12 years old, and what girl doesn't want to be on Hollywood? But I have to say, there's 2 sides to it. One side of me would love to live in Chicago or Hollywood, or even in town with my friends. But the other part of me absolutely loves living on a farm. It's amazing opportunities like growing popcorn and having cows, and it's just really great to look out and you can see forever. So, I have to say, thank you for stopping by at Grand Prairie Farms, and we hope to see you again.
Kevin, you are.
Sorry,
Can't
there
hear
you
you,
go.
Kevin.
So that's it. All those buttons to push. So thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Katie. I believe Katie was probably the videographer on that. But Natalie, how much of the editing and that kind of stuff did you do?
Well, it took about a week to film because obviously wind and rain and weather doesn't cooperate most of the time. But took about a week to film and probably about 2 days to edit because I edited the first one and then decided that we needed to do it better because you can always do anything better. So we decided to do it all again, do it all better.
Do it all better, do it all again. So we've got a couple chat questions, and I hope I know the answer to this, but Natalie, people are asking to be able to show the video to their students. You okay with that?
Sure.
Okay, we'll leave it on our blog site, folks. So when you go back to our blog site, beyondthebarndoor.wordpress.com, that's where you'll find it. So it will be there. So I wanted you to talk a little bit, Natalie, about your 4-H projects.
So my 4-H projects are my 3 cows. So I have 3 cows. Their names are Rex, Rosie, and Reese. I think I said the names wrong in the video. But my show cow is Reese, so I was going to show her in our fair, just as a beef cow. It's a cool fact that cows actually need friends just like humans. Like, cows need other cows so that they don't get depressed and so sad. So that's why we have 3, but I only show 1.
You only show 1, gotcha. And plans for the 4-H this year up in your area? What are you thinking for the summer?
Well, we've got a garden. We've got a big garden of everything from pumpkins to tomatoes, asparagus. So, can take to the fair like cabbage. Yeah, you can take cabbage and lettuce heads and okay. Sorry. Visual arts, photography, which is really fun to do on a farm.
Gotcha.
And this year, we learned that our 4-H fair will be virtual this year, so we'll be showing virtually. And last night, our fair board voted to cancel our county fair. So it'll be a different summer, but the learning opportunities are still there. So we're grateful that we have that.
Gotcha. And I got a chat question. Explain what it means to show a cow.
So to show a cow, you need to make sure okay, I don't know how to explain it.
Why are you showing that?
Why am I showing it? Well, I'm showing a cow because my mom showed cows, my uncle showed cows, and then I got a cow, and it's pretty awesome to have a nice pet that's not a dog.
So it's like a dog show, but you're showing cattle. And the judge is looking for confirmation in, frame. If you're looking at market animals, they're looking for,
filled out.
Yeah, are they filled out? What type of ribeye is there? All that sort of thing. And for breeding stock, they're looking for, what's going to make the best mother out in the pasture. So when the kids bring their cattle in the ring, they literally will walk it around the ring, and the judge looks. The judge will put hands on the animal to kind of feel around in the muscle.
So it needs to be filled out in a beef animal, it needs to be good in a mother aspect, but then also it has to be clean and put together, and it has to walk smooth. So you have to do a lot of work to show a cow. It's a lot harder than showing goats, I do say.
Well, and somebody has asked if you do tours and if you sell your beef.
So sure, we've had people come out to the farm. We don't do anything formal as far as tours go on the farm, but we seem to have visitors a lot. So yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, come on over when the craziness is done, I guess. And then we do not sell beef direct from the farm in a formal fashion at all. But the popcorn.
Yeah. You can buy Bubba popcorn if you don't want beef.
And we are going to put that info in. We are going to put Bubba Bug popcorn in the link. So we will